Hello everybody, I'm InTheLittleWood, also known as Martin, and welcome to a Gander on Freedom Planet. Now I know it's only July, we're heading into August, it's kind of about the middle of the year, but already I'm going to put it out there and say that this is one of my games of 2014, hands down, and I'm hopefully going to show you why inside the next sort of 10 or 15 minutes. So this is a game based on Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man. It started as a Sonic fan game, developed over a couple of years, became its own thing, its own project, and it's so good. It's not just like a little nostalgia bomb that's going to steal some money just because it's got retro graphics. It genuinely plays very well, it's got awesome cutscenes, and I love it. I've only played the first two levels and I'm already talking like this. So let's get into it. There are two modes. There is adventure mode and there is classic mode. Classic will play like any of the old sort of Mega Drive and SNES games. It just gets straight into it, not much going on. Whereas adventure mode has voice acted and text over cutscenes, which are really, really cool. So I'm going to go straight into this one because I would like you to see it, just kind of as a demonstration to the graphical efforts that have been put in, not only just to the gameplay and the environment, but also just kind of like particle effects and all sorts of things like that. And in comes the spaceship. The spaceship. I don't know why I'm saying that. Spaceship. But yeah, this game is very, very cool. There are a couple of different characters you can play as well. I haven't unlocked any of the additional ones. I've only got the two default ones, and I'll sort of talk you through both of those when we get to them as well. But big old eyebrows man over there, screaming no. 3 days later, in a valley to the east. Oh dear. And that thing as well, look. There are samurais inside of helicopters, and that to me is just quite bizarre, but I love it. Oh dear.
Where are you going? I have to make sure they're okay. Can't you be Little Miss Hero Pants some other time? Not a chance.
No chance. And off she goes. There we are.
Fine, I'll go by myself. Maybe.
So you can probably already guess from that ability which one of the two is more like Sonic and which one of the two is more like Mega Man. Yep. Now, as much as she doesn't have a blaster carol, she can ride around on her motorbike, which is really cool. She has normal, like, melee attacks, whereas Lilac is a little bit more dynamic and she's a lot quicker as well, so I'm going to play as her, and I can sort of tell you about the contrasting abilities between the two of them. So, there's only really 3 keys in this, as well as your arrow keys. Arrow keys to move around, as you'd expect. I can crouch down and look upwards. I've got Z to jump. If I press jump again, then I do the cyclone, and then if I press X, I've got an attack, and sometimes I have a frisbee that launches out as well, which is cool. And then my special ability on this character is if I press C, I do that little dash thing, which is very, very cool. And I've just picked up a couple of those red petals, and those are actually health, which is quite cool. So you notice in the top left corner of the screen, I've got my health bar, and up next to that, I've got my, ouch, I've got my lives, and also a certain number of gems. Now, at first, I thought that when I use my special ability, like so, I can also do diagonal lines, which is cool. I thought that every time I use that the bar only fills up when I collect those blue things. Turns out it doesn't. If you notice already, it's already back up to full. All those gems do is when you get them from 200 down to 0, you actually get yourself an extra life, which is quite cool. So that's something I quite like about this. Oh dear, let me punch him in the face. And then yeah, other than that, that's all there is to those characters so far. I know with a motorbike I can actually ride up walls, which is pretty crazy, honestly. And I think as well, if I'm ever going down a little ramp, I think I do actually roll as well. I have to double check that. And something interesting to note as well about the mobs in this game, if I stand on this guy here, look, he doesn't harm me. Only if I actually stand in line and get hit by one of his abilities do I actually take any damage, which is awesome for me, because if I want to like blast through a level, then that actually helps me, because I'm not going to hit a mob, drop, you know, in Sonic you drop all your rings, you'd stand on the spot, and you just lose all your momentum. You can actually just keep on going with this, which is pretty cool. So I'm going for a PB here. My personal best so far is like 15-20 minutes to actually finish this level. And on the note of that, actually, levels, there's only one, if that makes sense. So there are 9 stages in total, 9 different environments, but rather than having different acts within them, they actually kind of have acts, but they're more just a quick dip to black and then you carry on. So it's almost as if it's one entire massive level. So you never really have an ultimate pause. It doesn't rack up your score at the end of like say one part of this sort of like Red Valley area. It just continues throughout, which is really, really nice. So you'll encounter the boss, I think, twice. I kind of go up against him once, and I go up against him one other time. This isn't the boss, even though he might seem like one. There you go. I love Lilac's OP ability. It's so cool. And if I do that, jump over the top. Nice. Perfect. Didn't take any damage from that. And I haven't told you, actually, Carol's ability, her special. So, like, I've got this dash here. She actually does a, oh, God, I can't remember her name now. The girl from Street Fighter who does all the kicks. Is it like Chun-Li or something? It could be something completely different to that. But the girl that does all the kicks, it basically mimics that. And that's what her ability is, which is quite cool. Don't really need those health bits right now, so I don't know why I grabbed them, but that's fine. Oh, yeah, and another thing about Carol. When she stands on these red platforms here, much like in the more modern Sonic games, if she stands on a platform like this and presses jump, it will actually launch her automatically onto another one. And you can basically chain those and obviously get yourselves up to areas. So you jump onto that one, then there's another one just above us, which is just there, and then if you press it one more time, it would pop Carol just there, and then you can drop down onto this platform. And it's kind of a nice way, because sometimes you go the same way as the other character, but you have a different route of getting there, and sometimes you have completely different directions that you go through the level in, especially in the second level, because that's as far as I've gotten. I've gotten to the jungle-y level, which is the next one up. But yeah, I quite like the differences and similarities between the two of them. Oh dear, didn't actually clock him there. Let me jump up on that. Oh cool, there we go. Where am I going with this one? I'm going to cyclone onto there. There you go. And yeah, for people that are thinking, well, as much as this character is a little bit more like Sonic but doesn't move so fast, you actually do. I've seen people speedrunning this already, even though it's only been out for like a couple of days, if that. And yeah, people are already speedrunning like initial parts of the levels and showing like how quickly they can actually do it. It's very impressive. And you'll notice now that I've actually got an orb around me. That's actually kind of like the orbs you get in Sonic, you know, the protective orbs. And I actually got that from like a weird sort of like crystal that I smashed. It doesn't look so much like a Chaos Emerald. It's more so just like a, it's more like a square diamond rather than like a typical diamond cut. Oh, here we go. Here's the first boss. There we go, cool. This reminds me a lot of the, you know, in Sonic 2, because that's the only Sonic game I really played as a kid. Remember that level, the lava hilltop zone? It's very similar to that. It's quite cool. And then the next time you interact with this boss at the end of this level, it's actually kind of like the casino level. You know, like Robotnik has that thing where you're in like that massive tall circle, and then you basically like you can go around that, and he basically drops things down onto you, and he flies left and right. It's basically like that. It's quite cool. I like all the little nods and sort of homages to all of the other games. There you go. There are probably a lot of different like references as well that I'm not going to pick up on. So if you do pick up on any, whether it's like mob mechanics, whether it's level design, then let me know in the comments, and that'd be pretty cool. And also in the comments, I'd love to know if you want to see this as a full Let's Play, because honestly, I love this game. It's so good, and I would love to see all of the levels beyond the first two, because I haven't actually played them myself yet. So that is something that I would very much like to do, and if I can bring you along for the ride, that's even more awesome. Let's go up to here. There we go. Soundtrack in this game as well. So good. Voice acting's a little cheesy at times, I find, but I actually quite like it like that, because Sonic's always been a little bit cheesy, and from the very, very little that I played at Mega Man, it's always kind of been the same. Oh, there you go. Kill those two off. And let's dash across. Why not? There we go. Oh, yeah, something actually about the dash. If you notice my dash bar, let me get it to full. So if I actually hit a wall whilst I'm mid-dash, it doesn't actually drain the bar entirely. It lets me use the dash for the entirety of it, which is really, really cool. So it's not a case of you having to wait for ages. Oh, there's a card there. There you go. Those are collectibles. But yeah, I like that I can actually like attack a mob with the ability and, you know, get the full use out of it. Let's jump up to there. Oh dear. If I don't keep jumping here, then this mob here keeps spitting things at me. The mob is actually the boss as well, so he sort of follows you around the level. It's quite creepy. He's always on your tail, even though he's like 85% tail. There we go. Oh, I didn't work that time. Let me try it again. Oh, it doesn't work for this character. Maybe it's the other character that works with. Oh, is there a, I think there's a bubble underneath there. Let me get up here. I think I'm due to go down there anyway, from what I remember. I've got to be careful here. There we go, because he gets spiky knees. There you go. Good. Nice, good stuff. Okay, so we've lost some health, and as far as I'm aware, from what I recall, when you pick up one of those red leaves, it actually replenishes, yeah, half. So yeah, if I grab 2 of those, yeah, that gives me an entire leaf underneath my health bar. That's good. Okay, cool. I was just checking that was the case. I was pretty sure it was half for 1. There you go. And if I drop down to here, I can show you the little underwater bubble. So the underwater bubble works a little bit differently to Sonic. Usually in Sonic, you have that little, like, trail of bubbles, and when you jump into the... Oh, excuse me. You have that little trail of bubbles, and when you jump into the big one, you get the whoop whoop. But in this game, you don't. You can actually just stand underneath that, and then it does that, and you can just stand there for as long as you want, never going to run out, unless the bubble bursts after a certain amount of time. But from my experience so far, I've not actually had that happen to me, which is good. Oh, up we go. Okay. Oh dear, is there something at the top of this pyramid? Ah, more hearts. Oh, and they level up as well. Good stuff. And that little purple thing that just flew around me to signify the level up, you can actually rescue those from cages at random points throughout the level, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Right, I think I'm actually close to the boss now. Let's keep on going. My record so far is 15-20 minutes. We're on 8 at the minute, and we're already at the Boulder Phase. Here we go. So this is pretty easy as this character. Pretty much if you hold right, you're not going to get hit by the boulder, which is good. And obviously, of course, if it does get too close, I just use my little dash ability, and I'm all good. All right, keep on rocking and rolling. Oh, God, keep going. All right, fire away. There we go. All right, cool. Here we go. Yep. Look at this. Does this not remind you of the casino level? It must do, right? Those boulders hurt you at all times. So at first I thought when the boulders land on the floor and they make their little bounce to begin with, I thought, oh, it's only going to hurt me for the initial land. And when it bounces upwards, it will then become like a null object. No, it hurts you at all times, look. So if I walk into it last second before it leaves, then it still does damage to me. Oh, dear. He's getting a little bit tougher now. I think he's actually all out. So if I can nail... Oh, no. Hold on. Nail him again. Good. Is that him done? No? Oh, okay, one more phase. We can get him. So this is 9-minute mark now. This is actually, like, way quicker than any other run I've done. Yes, there we go. 9:03. I'll take it. 9:03 is good. And crash land. Good stuff. And stage completed. Fantastic. So rather than kind of like 2 or 3 acts of 3 minutes, it just makes the whole thing in one go, which I personally prefer. I like it. It gives kind of the levels a bit more longevity, and there's way more to explore then as well. Oh, a serpentine.
You didn't say please.
I love this guy. He's so sarcastic.
Don't play games with me, duckling. Tell me.
Fine, be that way.
Oh. Oh, wow, there you go. He curled up in a ball.
I guess we'll have to do this the hard way.
Oh, dear. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I skipped a lot of this cutscene last time. I watched, like, the first few speeches, and I just pressed start to go past it. So I haven't seen this yet.
What is this hideous creature?
Hideous creature? I don't think she's hideous. Lilac is pretty hot for a cartoon character.
Stay back.
All the furries are like, oh, my God.
No. The Duckman comes with me.
The Duckman.
I'm not gonna let you eat him.
Eat him? Amazing. Even he's like, what do you mean eat him? I'm not that sick.
What the?
Hammer away, yeah. Oh, God, did that get us? I don't think it did.
Too easy.
No, I don't think that got us. I don't see any, like, dust there. I just see the splat. Oh, no, we're
That was a
good.
close one. Thank you, Miss,
Lilac.
Miss Lilac.
Miss Lilac.
Are you okay? I saw a huge explosion back there.
Oh.
You've been following me this whole time, haven't you?
Yep.
Duh.
Duh.
I take it you know this guy.
Guy? That's a lady.
Girl,
yeah.
This girl.
Look at his face, he's like, are you sure?
She's like my tail, always right behind me.
Kind of creepy, also like your shadow.
Carol the Wildcat, at your service. And this is Lilac.
And this is Lilac. I like the no spaces between that.
Well, I'm Torque. I'm a shell duck.
A shell duck? I've never heard of one of those before.
Shell duck?
It's more of a nickname. I'm not exactly from around here.
I love his voice. All the voice actors in this are really, really good. Dragon Valley, Lilac's treehouse.
So what are you doing out here? The skies haven't been safe for days.
Someone is about to steal the Kingdom Stone, and I have to stop them.
The Kingdom Stone, okay.
The Kingdom Stone. That's impossible.
Oh, that's a cool little detail. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but as Lilac was saying that, after she got past the question mark, her actual face turned from a normal talking face into a smile, and you could actually see her smile as she spoke. That's very nicely drawn in. That was I like that. Tiny, tiny detail, but I like it.
Yeah, only I could steal it.
They're so expressive, aren't they, the characters?
You wish.
Look at that, just straight away she's like, no.
Well, it's already happening. Marizawa's sending troops in disguise to the ancient temple. I have to warn them.
Oh, dear.
Carol and I are pretty fast. We could run over there for you.
Oh, yeah, gotta go fast.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yep, I've got a motorcycle and she's a dragon. They're like super fast.
I forgot to point out, actually, to get the motorcycle, she doesn't have it with her at all times. If you're playing as Carol, you'll find jerry cans just randomly placed around the map. If you happen to pick one up, it's great. You can ride around on it. You can go straight up walls. It's pretty OP.
Turn straight.
Well, it's worth a shot. Hurry over there before it's too late.
Okay,
What
go, go,
about
go.
you?
I'll catch up with you as soon as I find all my stuff.
All of your
Right.
stuff.
Come on, Carol.
All right, and they're off. Run, run away. The ancient temple. Okay.
General Gong.
Oh, Panda.
You two again?
Oh, he's not as cute as I thought. He's got a really deep voice.
Nice to see you, too.
We have to talk to you. The Kingdom Stone is in danger.
Don't be ridiculous. Nothing gets past my nose.
Will you just listen for a minute?
What is the meaning of this?
Oh dear, she looks hella evil, doesn't she? Look at that. She's supposed to be one of the protectors.
We mean no disrespect. We're just
You
trying
heard
to.
what the general said. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh wow, Lilac's bowing. That's cool.
But
Don't make me repeat myself.
Oh, look how sad they look. Oh no.
well, they sound like they know what they're doing. Why don't we just charge up and go home, huh? What do you say?
Look at Carol's face.
I don't know.
She's like, eh?
I feel like they're hiding something from us.
She's like the devil on your shoulder, isn't she? She's like, oh, come on, it can't be that bad. Oh my god.
It's an ambush!
It's an ambush! I like that. It's like, it's a trap. That's totally going to become like a meme, isn't it, of Gong. Do we have to chase after that thing?
Follow me.
Alright, off we go then. Let's go catch up that car. Or not. Apparently not. Well, there we go. That is all I'm going to show you today for Freedom Planet. You can check it out on Steam right now. We've got greenlit. It's ready to buy right now. Go pick it up. Absolutely fantastic game. And the devs actually gave me a key to play this, and they gave me a couple more as well. So maybe on Saturday's live stream, I might give away a code or two. So thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Goodbye.